السلام عليكم. لا تنسوا الاعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والنهارده نازل لكم بحلقة جديدة في برنامج هنعمل 200 يورو في اقل من 10 ساعات في اليوم. هنعمل بعملة اليورو. البرنامج طبعا هشغله قدامكم. ده طبعا بتفتح البرنامج، هسيب لك الرابط طبعا في الوصف. هتسجل بجوجل. عندك اهو البرنامج بدأ اهو. عندك اخر دفع عود 12/3/2024 اللي هو النهارده، وفي طبعا واحد ساحب اهو. طبعا الحد الادنى للسحب 200 يورو. طبعا مع 210 يورو. بس عشان تسحب الفلوس لازم تعمل دعوة للاصدقاء، وده طبعا المحفظات اللي تقدر تسحب من عليها. طبعا هندخل على الإحالات، دعوة الأصدقاء. طبعا عشان ندعو الأصدقاء ونكسب من البرنامج. أنا طبعا ده واحد كسب 9 يورو وكام سنت كده يعني. طبعا البرنامج عشان تكسب منه لازم تدعي 30 شخص عشان تستلم المبلغ اللي هو 200 يورو. كل واحد إحالة يعني كل واحد هتجيبه البرنامج هيديك 10 يورو تقريبا. وده طبعا واحد ساعة 636 وسط يونيو. طبعا ده هنشاهد الفيديو ده ب4 يورو وشوية. مدة الفيديو 14. مدة الفيديو 419 ثانية. طبعا مش عايز اكمل الفيديو لحد الاخر عشان مدة الفيديو طويلة.
To really give you an idea of what this lens is like as compared to like my other wide lens, which is a Laowa 15mm 0D, fantastic lens that I absolutely love, especially for architecture stuff, but also against the Grandmaster, a lens that costs more than double what this lens costs. To start off with, let's talk about some of the great things about this lens, which one is going from 28mm all the way up to 17 is fantastic. It's a great wide lens. It's also very lightweight, which makes it really good for gimbal work, and it doesn't seem to have a lot of distortion, although that may change after I go back and review this footage, obviously, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of it. There doesn't seem to be a lot of vignetting, a little bit of vignetting around the corners at 17mm, but I also have a variable ND on it right now, so that doesn't help with the vignetting. And I know a lot of people are saying that it's stupid to have a lens go from 17 to 28. Why not just go from 16 out to 35 like most really wide angle lenses? But the problem is, as soon as you increase the focal length that much, you have to get a lot more and a lot heavier glass, which makes costs go up, but it also makes the lens a lot heavier. And part of the problem with Grandmaster glass, and especially the really wide angle Grandmaster glass, is that it's very heavy and you have to have a big gimbal to carry it. This will fit easily on my DJI Ronin S or my Xeon Weevo Lab. They're both great gimbals. They're lightweight for traveling, which is a lot of what I do. Small airplanes, kayaks, hiking, fishing. Well, not so much fishing, but camping, stuff like that. And so having a great wide angle lens with a little bit of zoom is fantastic because you can use it on a gimbal. Really? Another airplane? What is this, like Airport Central? So as I said, this is going to be a great gimbal lens. Even though it doesn't have any sort of optical image stabilization or anything like that, if you put it on a gimbal that's well balanced and then with a camera with in-body image stabilization like the A7 III, it's going to work out fantastic. You could even use this on APS-C cameras. Right now I'm using my Sony A6400 right over there with the Tamron 20. To 75 works fine. Of course, it's cropped in 1.5 times, so for this it would be about a 26mm focal length, which is wide enough. At the 28 it's more like 30 something, 35, 36, which is actually kind of a nice focal length for some things. But this gimbal, this lens with this gimbal is fantastic because the other thing you can do with this is because it's an internal zoom, you can zoom it without drastically throwing off the balance of the gimbal, like so. Pardon the little shakes and bumps, but the gimbal's still balancing fine. I've zoomed it in all the way to 28. You're probably tired of looking at my mouth and my nose, so we'll go back out to 17. There we go. How's that? Better? I thought so too. Another thing that I do really like about the design that Tamron has come up with is that you get an incredibly close focal distance with this lens. And what do I mean by that? Well, you can get very close to a subject and take pictures or video. I am literally a couple of inches away from this. Another great thing about these lenses, and this one especially holds true, is that the autofocus is really fast and very accurate. Operates just like one of Sony's native lenses. That was at f2.8. Really pretty good. I'm really happy with that. So now, again, I've got a full review coming next few days. I'm going to be taking it out and doing a lot more with this lens to really give it a run through and to put it against like the Grandmaster 16-35, against my Laowa, against everything else I've got and can possibly get my hands on, just so that you all get a really clear picture of how good, or maybe not so good for you, this lens might be. For me, this lens is going to be fantastic, and I'm so glad that Tamron released it. The thing is that these are lightweight enough for me to carry in my backpack and not really get weighed down, but the optical quality for video especially is really good. So I'm going to take a few quick photos to show you the difference between this and my Laowa 15mm, mainly because it's the only other really wide lens I have right now, and you can get an idea. This first picture you're going to see is a train that is used to clear snow off the tracks up here. It's no longer in operation, but it'll give you an idea of the difference between 15mm and 17mm, and also give you an idea of the different distortions. So, and now we'll do a picture of these mountains here, and I gotta grab my Laowa real quick and put this back on the tripod so that the camera is in exactly the same space.
Look, there's a moose.
A few other fine-ish notes. I actually like 17 because my microphone, which is right here, is just out of frame when I'm filming. Is this the right way? Yeah, this is the right way. Good. I'll make sure we don't get lost up here. So 17mm keeps my big Deity D3 Pro microphone just out of frame, which is good for stuff like this. According to Tamron, this lens is weather sealed or moisture resistant or moisture sealed or whatever. If it's anything like the 28-75, it's going to do just fine because I've taken that lens everywhere, inside of glaciers, on top of glaciers, kayaking, in small planes, you name it. I've taken that thing and it's holding up like a champ. This is a great lens. If you want to see more videos about this lens, you can click or tap right here. If you want to see more videos about other lenses that I've done reviews on, you can click or tap right here. There's some amazing scenery in those lens reviews, and I'll see you in one of those videos.
وهذا خلاص الفيديو خلص اهو. طبعا ننتظر عشان معالجة الدفع عشان ياخد 4 يورو و19 سنت. طبعا نجحنا في تلقي المبلغ، وانا حابب اشكركم وارجو منكم انكم تتابعوني وتعملوا لايك وشير لكل اصحابكم عشان كل يستفاد. وشكرا ليكم ورمضان كريم.